so done with dating with guys. I don't know how I always end up in the exact same situation. It's always the same thing. They're not in a place where they are looking for a relationship. They have other things that are more important. And I'm just like, I'm never good enough.
What's the quickest you've moved on?
Like, what do you mean moved on?
Like the quickest you've gotten with another guy after a relationship?
After the whole shit went down, I found out my ex-boyfriend was cheating with my childhood best friend. Guess what? I have 3 men the next 2 weekends.
Nigga, what?
But then after, super depressed. Not the right route to take, right? You realize that no other guy is gonna heal the past trauma that you had. You have to heal it yourself.
I just do not want to be involved.
And she's absolutely right, which is why I tell a lot of you guys, as soon as you get out the relationship, you need to go MGTOW. You need to go your own way in order to clear your brain. She didn't go her own way. The only thing that she did was ran into the arms of another man. And when she got done, she was very depressed because she didn't take the time out to get over it herself. This is what women battle, because it's easier for them to get another guy than it is for you to get another girl.
Because you are a king.
For simply being an attractive woman, you could get invited on a yacht by a superstar. Do you think that the same thing is going to happen to a guy for the mere fact that he's just an attractive male?
Are they inviting us to that yacht because they think that we can help the captain drive that boat? No. They're inviting us to that yacht because they want us to shake ass. So let's be serious now. I'm not saying that men...
She's right. What we need to do is we need a lot of guys to stop trying to talk like you Myron. Fresh and Fit are good at these questions. Regular guys, if you do not have the experience and the knowledge, a woman is going to come down on you the same way she's coming down on him.
Don't deserve their position in society. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is when women are granted the opportunity to be in certain spaces, it's for sexual preferences. And that's the bottom line. We're talking about black women who were slaves during slavery, who were being by their slave masters. That's what we're talking about.
See, she took it to a whole nother level that we were not planning to talk about. This is why you don't get in the community and start talking about real situations, because no matter what, they always victimize themselves by going back into history. Now look how she's flipped a simple conversation into going back into history in order to play a victim. This is a downfall of all of you B-dubs. And you get it from your mother. It's a cycle that has continued over 50 years. We're in 2023 and she's still bringing up slavery off of a simple question that appeared from a yacht.
We're talking about that.
That shit's still important. That shit's still important.
No, but you gotta think about the roots of everything. So it's like, don't then come back and blame us for using our quality to invite ourselves or be invited into spaces when that's what was presented to us. That's what we had to do to survive, literally. Because if not, we would have. I understand. Oh yeah, men and women may not be equal, but at the same time, don't refute the patriarchy.
What? Listen here. This is the problem. It started out with, why do you think those women are being invited? We're right. Guys want to be surrounded by beautiful women whenever they have money, but there's no reason for you to go back in history and try to change the course of the question in order for your answer to work in your favor. This is a problem that a lot of you B-dubs have. If you notice, the Caucasian woman at the beginning said, hey, this is how it went down. It did this and I was depressed at the end. I made that mistake. She answered it clearly, quiet. She seen what her mistake was. But the B-dub here, you're noticing she has to be right. So she has to pull out a story. She has to bring up slavery. She has to bring up all these things that victimize herself. And this is the problem with niggas out there. Your mother taught you to be the same way as a man.
You would let Floyd Mayweather, who is pound for pound the most successful boxer in male history, you would let him in a year's time compete at the same weight against women?
Yeah, if there's a weak category.
This is nonsense. I'm sorry.
It's a...
What?
Absolute
How
garbage.
could you possibly countenance putting Floyd Mayweather, the most dangerous boxer pound for pound, arguably in the history of boxing, into a ring with women born to female bodies? This is where the argument becomes utterly ridiculous. And it's not transphobic to say so, it's common sense.
He's absolutely right. It is common sense for a woman not to get in the ring with a professional trainer like Floyd Mayweather. But what you have to understand is women are just taught equality. They're taught equality. They're not taught into details exactly what equality is. So the woman just knows equality. Men and women are the same. Men and women are the same. They never stop and look at the dynamics of a man and woman because they've been spoon-fed what to think. You have to realize when a woman feels like she cannot get a man or that the fairy tale would not work in her favor and that she's never going to get the fairy tale, she turns out like women like this. Women who are angry, sad, depressed, and all they know is equality, and they become a full-blown feminist. Look how old this lady's looking. Look how crusty she's looking. And she's still running away from reality. You will actually put a woman in a ring with Floyd Mayweather just to practice equality? Look at all these MMA fighters that done got their face split open.
So done with dating with guys. I don't know how I always end up in the exact same situation. It's always the same thing. They're not in a place where they are looking for a relationship. They have other things that are more important. And I'm just like, I'm never good enough.
He's right and she's right. People are facing that. And it's mainly from the people who really want to be in love. The ones that really want to be in a relationship, the ones that really want to be loved, the ones that really care, the ones that are actually looking to be with somebody, you're the one that's going to suffer. And the reason why you suffer the most is because you're the one that's still caught in the blue pill world. Not only is she caught in it, but a lot of men are caught in that until they get their heart broke, and then you gain the knowledge as to why you got the heart broke because the fairy tale wasn't there. She's chasing men that are chasing a purpose because she feels like that's what she deserves. That's how it works. When you have a woman who's chasing hypergamy, but you have a man that's chasing love, the man is going to get his heart broken. And when you have a man who's chasing success and his purpose, and the woman is chasing love, she's going to get her heart broken. That's how the world goes. This is why it's best for you to start working on relationships when you get closer to 30s and just take your 20s to have fun. Because if you ruin your 20s, you're going to be just like her in your 30s, sad and depressed, chasing something that's not there. I keep telling you guys, the biggest problem with relationships is there's too many apples that want oranges because they feel like the oranges can increase their status to how people think about them. That's how you're dating. You're trying to find a person that's going to help complement you to everyone else.
On TV with some kid. I watched something on TV with some kid who had OCD. Obsessive compulsive disorder, and he had to walk down the stairs in a certain order. And if he didn't walk down a certain order, he'd become panicky and have anxiety attacks. And his two parents, who were white, may I add, are sitting there saying, poor Timmy didn't walk down the stairs right. And they're unlocking the door to go back inside from the car because Timmy was upset he didn't walk down the stairs right. When's the last time you've seen a kid in Africa who has to walk 5 miles for water, turning around and doing the walk twice because he missed a step?
This is what we love about Andrew Tate. We love the fact that this man is brutally honest. He looks at everything from a realistic point of view. Now, what he's saying is everybody is soft because you have someone around you to baby you. All right? You have someone around constantly to massage your shoulders of insecurity and adjust to how you feel inside instead of people teaching you how to be a stronger person. That's the problem that's going on in society. Everybody wants a participation trophy. Granted, OCD is something that people have, but most people just cater to it. They don't help anyone get over it. They just help them smile and deal with it.
Advice that changed my life, part 8.
1. Human brain cannot comprehend the negative. It is incapable. Yes, it's true. I'll give you an example. You ready? Don't think of an elephant. You can't tell the human brain not to do something. Right? Skiers know this. If you ever seen skiers go through trees, do you know how they do that? Go through trees on skis. You go, don't hit a tree, don't hit a tree, don't hit a tree. Guess what you're watching? You're only looking at trees. All you're doing is seeing trees. You don't understand how anyone can ski with all these trees.
And this is exactly how a lot of people are whenever it comes to this content. You're stuck in one way of thinking. It's the same thing with women. If you give women a one-size-fit-all thought process, you're not going to go anywhere because you're already psyching yourself out of what you're trying to accomplish. Most of you that are here, you're here because you were in love and you got out of love, but you really want to be in love again. But if you keep focusing on the negative, then you will never see a positive outcome.
Right? As opposed to follow the snow, follow the path, follow the path. the only thing you see is the path. It's the same thing for you. If you focus on the obstacles, all you will see is obstacles. If you focus on the path through the tree, all you will see is path through the trees. It's your choice how you choose to perceive your own career.
He's absolutely right by that. They have a famous saying, your parents will bring you into this world, but death will be determined off the decisions that you make.
You have got to start expecting great things to happen for you in order for it to happen. It is the law of attraction. It is real. It is nothing fake about it. The Bible says a man is as he thinketh. If you live your life in expectations, that's what happens to you. If you live your life in despair, that's what happens to you. If you say all men are dogs, you're going to meet every last one of them. I'll never be rich. You won't. You won't. The moment you change the frequency that your tower emits, the moment you change that frequency, different things come back to you. I'm telling you this how it works. I'm going to just say this fast as I can. I'm going to let you go. If you change your attitude, you change your altitude.
A real loser is somebody that's so afraid of not winning, they don't even try. When it feels scary to jump, that is exactly when you jump. Otherwise, you end up staying in the same place your whole life.
If you have an idea that you genuinely think is good, don't let some idiot talk you out of it.
The most important thing in the world is what you believe about yourself.
People give up right before they about to get whatever they need to get. Like, damn, you right there, you right on the door, and it's always the toughest when you're like right there.
In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. Whatever you want to do, believe it, even if you don't believe.
But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams.
So if you want to change your future, you gotta change your thoughts now.